everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. This is the run, Tomo. Where you going, buddy? I swear to God, he has like a Pavlovian response. If he hears, hey everybody, it's time to leave. What is this abysmal rate of fire? VH1H 70 Krona. That's too expensive for an Isaac run. We got Spider Bite. We got minus 0.73 luck. We have the jar. We have the razor blade's pretty good. In fact, that actually mitigates a lot of our problems. I keep thinking the razor blade is just oh no, just piercing shots, but it's not just piercing shots. It's also a rate of fire increase, which has been very, very useful thus far in combating the fact that this run kind of started by looking like garbage. Our stats are below average across the board, with the exception of maybe speed. And damage is not like demonstrably terrible, but obviously could be better. We're gonna try to leverage our single bomb into something much more than that. A bomb and a Wheel of Fortune card. But you know what? That's okay, because we can continue to pay it forward like Helen Hunt and Haley Joel Osment. And Jay Moore. Don't think I forgot about Jay Moore. He got given a Jaguar in that movie. I remember at the very start. What a stupid movie. I don't think it's a terrible movie. I just think... this isn't Northernlion's movie hour, okay? So we don't need to necessarily go down that road. I'm excited it's functioning right now. All I'm saying is, the movie propagated the idea of a rich dude got, you know, saved at the side of the road. Somebody gave him like a spare tire or something. And then he goes, hey, you know what? One good favor deserves another. Take my Jaguar. That's a ridiculous proposition right there. Very nice, I guess, in some ways. Not so nice in other ways. Like, I'm sure when he talks to his accountant, he's, what are you doing giving away Jags? It's the third Jaguar this month. You can't just keep giving away Jags, man. It's like a $90,000 car. This is not the most couldn't you just give them a 10? A $10 bill? Or like, you know, carry around some homemade cookies or something like that? It's a reasonable ask, I think, is you help me with my spare tire. You can't keep giving away your car every time it gets fixed. It's just a ridiculous cycle that never stops. So we're in tight on this run already. I'll just give it to you straight. I think he's being affected by I'm excited right now, which is just terrible for us. We can kind of counteract it with Spider Bite, but not really. It's going to take forever. We really would like to hit with this. Yeah, okay, that's going to save us a lot of heartache, I think. Going 0 to friggin' 60, dude. Please, Lord. I'm begging you for a few things. I'm begging you for more Razor Blade payouts. I'm begging you for an HP or DPS improvement here. I'm begging you most off for the end of this ridiculous I'm excited. Hey, Steven, that's not very good at all. Down to the next floor. Very slow. Steven helps. And it's not Steven, it's little Steven, but it helps, but it's surely not the kind of item you get too excited about. I'm gonna be straight with you. This room could kill us. And I'm not just clickbaiting you. It probably won't, especially now, but our DPS is so bad. Couple of bad hits, we could go down on this room. Even still, you know, there's 2 champions left. Trying to get through here, but with no replenishable HP, it's very dicey. So we're hoping, yeah, okay. It ended up being a good decision. Depending on what's in our item room and depending on whether or not we get to go to our item room. Ended up feeling like a good decision at least. But it was probably, to be honest with you, on an intellectual and strategic level, a pretty bad choice. But hey, check it out. There you go. We got to pick up... we need to create a pocket of space for ourselves here. And we've done it. That's a tough dodge. I think probably like 8 times out of 10... we would end up being dead on this floor. And we still could be, but we're playing really well right now. Surely, the run's not as bad now as it was mere moments ago, because we've picked up a useful spacebar item, but it's still a little wonky, and these rooms have been a little tricky, no question. So I'm pretty pleased with the way we've done this so far. Of course, still on the lookout for missing poster. Has not shown up yet, but I know one day is gonna be the day when I'm gonna unlock you. By now, you should have somehow read the comments on YouTube. I don't believe that anybody knows how to unlock the Lost in the most recent patch. 'Cause all the comments that are left mislead me. You can't trust anything you read on Wiki. There are many ways that I would like to unlock you, but I don't know how. See, it works! Dry baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me. Give me a second here, give me a second here. Give me a second here. Give me a second here, give me a second. I can't think of something. I'm waiting on the linchpin, which is something that rhymes with all. Before it all, give me bouncy balls. It doesn't really work. But I said, dry baby, dry baby. Someday you will. Okay, we can stop that now. They might sue me. Probably not. But they are, well, some of the members of Oasis, they have a reputation. I hope they're too rock and roll to sue me. That's my expectation. I hope so. Plus, I love their song, Acquiesce. Anyway. Keep it going here. Empress, very useful. We want to kind of daisy chain this into a, did you mean to say blockchain, NL? No, I did not. Although I do hold some egg coin now. Mostly, I gotta admit, so there's a viewer of mine and of Corey's named Bots. Made a currency called egg coin. He said, do I have your permission? I said, yes, as long as you give me some. I'm not gonna promote it. I'm not gonna say, like, you can't exchange it for Ethereum or anything right now. I'm not gonna say that you should buy it. Because essentially, I think that's an enormous conflict of interest, considering I was given a bunch for free. But, you know, the option's out there, that's all I'm saying. Without getting myself implicated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Anyway, we're doing fine right now, we're doing fine. We picked up Cat of Nine Tails, it's very useful from a damage standpoint. I'm gonna be an idiot and pop this. We're still, and actually that was very tactical, accidentally. It was a taxident. We were able to get a few bombs, but not enough that my brain couldn't process them. And then we swapped immediately for Guppy's head, which definitely left us in a much more advisable position. We got an okay setup. Our damage is now, I would say we're approaching being above average for where we are in the game, although still probably off by a little bit. Certainly Guppy's head helps out a ton to bridge that gap. Our HP is in a garbage state, I'm just going to be honest with you. Our trinket's good, but it's not missing poster. And I think we can, you know, we've got every chance to eke out a victory here. It wouldn't take too much inattention to create a problem. You know, it would be pretty easy for us to run into trouble. Is what all I'm going to say about that, but hopefully... That was stupid of me, because it feels like I'm walking on sunshine is not the same as the unicorn, or the chariot, for that matter. Demon Baby's pretty useful as well. We're starting to, again, continue to eke a little closer to finding a route to take us through the game. You know, a path to victory, if we want to use Nate Silver's words. Not mine, Nate Silver. The Indomitable. Magic Mush, I can feel it. Feels like I'm walking on sunshine, I think is better now that we have Demon Baby, but still, like, you know your run's not that good if you're operating in this position of, like, how good is, feels like I'm walking on sunshine right now. That means you're screwed. You're already, by the time you read this message, your men are already dead, Captain. Demon Baby. So see, I missed my window there. We're gonna be a little idiotic, more aggressive than we should be about picking this stuff up, because we really want the bombs. Of course, if we had walked on any one of those spikes, life looks a lot more dire than it does right now. But I think we're gonna have to take some calculated risks if we want to stay in here. Just being honest with you. That would have been a great time for that to be a Guppy item. Of course, there was a Guppy item in the deal with the devil on the last floor. It was just untakeable. And I don't think there's anything we really... Oh, so good. I don't think there's anything we really could have done to change that. No, that's not true. I did, you know, I like to look inwards and react to criticism in an appropriate way. Sometimes I react to that criticism by telling chat to shut up. I think that sometimes that's a valid thing. Sometimes I got a little tilted, I'm gonna be honest with you. We were doing the Game of the Year podcast on Roundtable. Anytime I brought up any criticism with the game, people would go, oh, blaming your problems on the game. I said, hey, Hand of Fate 2, it's like, it's pretty good, it's above average, but I think it plays to its weaknesses by focusing on combat so much. Well, if you were better at the combat, you wouldn't have had to do so much. You know, I follow the news in the games industry. I never talk about it because I really like playing video games instead of arguing about them online. I think it's, you know, one of my great flaws as a human being is that I would prefer to play Isaac as opposed to argue about microtransactions most of the time. Man, we are just incapable of taking those. Hopefully we can sneak out a Joker card. People always complain about games press. Oh, it's all shills. How much did Activision pay for this review? Blah, blah, blah. You guys, and not everybody's guilty of this. I'll be with you. Many of you are completely fine about this, and I think that that's good. But if you want an industry of press that are critical of games, if they're critical in a reasonable way of a game you like, you can't write them off as just being baddies. It's unfair. You can't have it both ways, you know? I worry so the games are sometimes, they're in between like this level of enthusiast press and movie reviews, you know? Where, you know, if you run a website that's like PlayStationFans.com, and then you play the new Uncharted and you go, I don't know, it's like a 7? Your audience, sometimes they're gonna freak on you. And that's not fair. But we've kind of, I guess, painted ourselves in that position as well, especially YouTubers, because so many of us, and I'm not including me here, but have painted ourselves as being this, like, we're not part of the establishment. We're the outside games critics. You can trust us. And then we go, I didn't really like Horizon Zero Dawn that much. And everyone goes, you're a fake gamer. Anyway, the point is, I didn't put Hand of Fate 2 on my year-end best of, but I do still think that game's like a 7. And I think a 7 is good. I think a 7 is good enough to justify a purchase. Even if at times in that game, I probably would have rated it about a -7. But there are times when I probably would have given it a 9 as well. But I digress. I'm getting on a soapbox here. Should be getting on a rooftop shouting out, Demon baby, I'm ready to go. My neighbors, dude, I can't. Oh, my lord. I'm going to take it. Hemolacria. Why take it? It's not Brimstone this time. It's just, they're weirdo tiers this time. So I think we definitely want to land our shots now. Previously with Hemolacria, we didn't really care because we had the Brimstone boys coming in the back to destroy all enemies. We might still have a chance to get Brimstone now that I think about it, but let's operate under the assumption that if it shows up, we won't take it unless we need to ensure survival. We want to hit with this. It's almost like Ipecac, but with less splash damage. So just stay on target here. I think we got a great chance for damage output. This might be the first item in recent booster packs that people have seen so much now that they're almost getting bored by it. And I sort of sympathize with that without necessarily agreeing. Like, where the heck are my eyeball tears? Yeah, I'll put another bomb down there. It's like a win-win-win. There's 2 wins. There's 3 wins. And then... yeah, okay. It was win-win-win. It wasn't win-win-win-win. That's just too much. Didn't see a mom's box of trinkets in there. So we continue holding out hope that the next stone chest well, it could be a stone chest, but the next silver chest we open just happens to have that which we desire. Silver chest. Silver chest. Please do contain missing poster. Silver bells? I'm not gonna oh my god. I'm not gonna insult it too much. It might have the laziest rhyming scheme. It's Christmas time in the city. Hear them ring. What comes next? Ding-a-ling. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Oh, what's your favorite holiday, Bing Crosby? I couldn't tell. It's the only song I know that came out before the year 2000 and yet has an automatopoeia. That's not true. There is... Oh, that was close. There is also Splish Splash, I was taking a bath. All up on a Saturday night. He does that in the song. I didn't necessarily do it justice, but rubbed up just a splashy. The music, dude. Anybody else born in the wrong generation here? They never make songs like Splish Splash anymore. I think we go for broke. It doesn't matter what order we take them in that case. We definitely want Incubus, which has also showed up on like our last 10 runs, shooting more Hemolacria bullets. But yeah, this is like, it's really, really, really good. It's just like super good. So I'm getting the heck out of here. I'm not worried about boss rush. I'm worried about survival. We've had 1 HP upgrade over the course of the entire run, and we threw it away. But we threw it away for a good cause. We now have 8 damage. Oh, the oven is ready. It's okay, oven. You can stay ready. When I was younger, I used to think the oven was like some kind of mercurial force. It was like, oh my god, the oven's preheated. If you let it sit too long, is there an issue? Are you gonna burn the house down? Maybe if you let it sit like for 100 years and somebody throws a bunch of kindling into it, but for the time being, I can wait until the end of this floor. I've already prepared the dish that is going to go into the oven. That's how you know I'm a professional streamer. Unprofessional streamer impression right here. Sorry guys, I'm going to end my show so I can go consume food. Professional streamer. I'm going to make my food over the course of the episode so I can record 1 extra Isaac episode today. Galaxy Brain. Galaxy Quest. Sirius satellite radio. That doesn't make any... one of these is not like the other. Okay, can you give me perhaps a... I mean, I guess we're only getting deals with the angel, or deals with the devil at this point. So I was going to ask for a deal with the angel, which is quite foolhardy. I don't like the way I'm playing this right now, but I really thought that 1 mega fatty would be long dead by this point. Give me HP or DPS. It's still the what I desire the most in this mixed up world. Anything that allows us to get even more tears out of a Hemolacria burst, I think would... We got another deal. That's outrageous. Damage is fine, although it's not as much as I'd like. All tested, and I think to whom much is given, much is tested. Get arrested, guess until he gets the message. Let's see what Skype has. You got any dialogue conversation? I have no idea. There's like a huge amount of stuff in Skype that has never happened before. Hey, if I share something suspect from Reddit, what is it? That may offend some people. I don't know, it's, these guys only have conversations when I'm doing Isaac episodes. Earlier, I'm in the group and I'm going, what is this? Nobody's saying anything. Now that I record Isaac, everyone's giving the hot gossip out right now. I said, can I see it? Nah, it's okay. I think it's just that Dan's stream is on right now. I don't know why that would offend us, but... Dan's a funny character. He doesn't understand the boundaries of personal information. But at the same time, sometimes he'll be like, can I ask you a question without you getting offended? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And he goes, are you an atheist? That's not an offensive question. It's nice of him to be so demure about it, I'll admit. It's not like he's being offensive by asking if it's going to be offensive, but it's just weird where he draws the boundaries. You know, sometimes on stream he's like, I'm going to reveal the first 3 digits of your phone number. And I'm like, hey, don't ever do that again. I'll be very upset. He's like, by the way, hey, I hope this isn't stepping on any toes, but what's your favorite food? There's options. I can live with that. I think we should blow this up. Donation machine very slowly coming up. Been to our item room, been to our shop. Boss rush could happen, probably won't. Throw another bomb down here. It's not great. Half a spirit art for a bomb, but it's a deal that I can take. It's not like we could use half a bomb. Gotta, you know, work with what we got here. I'm still, you know, if nothing else, getting all this, getting all these Hemolacria runs in a row, it gives us a nice opportunity to finally experience, you know, whether or not we should be excited about having this item. You're just not going to pop up, huh? They might have been knocked onto spikes or something. What are you doing? One of them became a mushroom. I didn't even know you could do that. You know, we're experiencing it, mostly with Brimstone, admittedly, but we're kind of experiencing this item more in a very short span of time. I didn't hear anything drop, but more in a short span of time than anybody really in a reasonable situation would have expected. I gotta be honest, I think Blank Card Magician is okay, but if we're gonna buff it up here, I would really like to see something that allows us to use our blank card more frequently than once every 4 rooms. Because an active homing tier effect is really not a once every 4 rooms sort of proposition. That doesn't make sense. We'll be getting rid of the Magician in all likelihood. Hopefully we'll just get a passive ability to make this happen, but maybe not. I don't know. Curse Room we could go to. We can probably afford to. I'm getting distracted. More than getting distracted, I'm getting a little scatterbrained here. This is a heck of a room. Thank you, Infamy. Infamy, you've saved me. You've done great work. This is the mom fight, but I don't think I'm ready. I think we should take some time to go back. The choice is yours now, don't be late. I played so well at the start of this run, and I will toot my own horn there. I played so well at the start of this run. I'm very eager to not toss it away here for no reason. You know, we're in a pretty good state. But we'll check this. We got a chance at the Guppy Dream. We've gotten bizarrely lucky with many, many different... Oh, no. With many, many different deals with the devil that we probably didn't... We couldn't take half of them, but just the fact that they showed up was, like, pretty nice for us. Now, just let me coast this one down, please. Still pretty bad. A quarter. We'll probably put that towards donations. I wish it was something more productive than that, but... I mean, we'll buy the Spirit Heart. Maybe test the pill. Sure. Actually, our speed is terrible, so... Number one concern for me right now is being a huge idiot and accidentally, or deliberately rather, using Sack Dagger to do like all of our damage. I don't think that's an advisable decision. I think we should abstain from this. We could even get those pills, but that's a little dicey. Well, unfortunately, we know we're getting the Polaroid or the negative. We've been doing negative runs, but I think I'm going to go Polaroid this time because I'm starting with permanent Polaroid invincibility, like pre-made. So, Tinted Rock. I would rather keep that going, but I'd really like a deal with the devil, and we didn't get one. It's not bad. I want to make that expressly clear. It's not bad. I'm going to go throw this stuff in the oven because I'm the worst streamer of all time. I'm sorry. It's delicious. On the back of the box, it said the length of time required to cook approximately 1/3 of one Isaac episode. So I think the time is probably right here. Burnt Penny has served us very well over the course of this semi-arduous run. Certainly we picked up a lot of fairly killer items, but still lie a little bit bereft of an easy path to victory. You know, we have a 2/3 chance of a deal on this floor. But any deal that we take is going to have to be pretty amazing in order to justify the loss of HP. We have blank card, though, and blank card really means that at any moment we could get a card that could change our whole world up. Sack Dagger's doing a wonderful job for us. I think I got to accept that, short of getting the Parasite or something, it's probably going to be a little bit of a low-key, more low-key run than expected, although we're making amazing time. Thank God for Fear Shot, by the way, which is also doing wonders here. Sometimes I look down on that item, but right here, did a wonderful job of keeping an exploding enemy at bay. Am I going to fight the Hush on this one? Almost certainly not. I don't think that's a prudent decision for me at this time. Stop. I got him a little bit. I clipped him. And then I ruined it. But if we can clip him like Tony, we're going to be fine. This one almost is going to get into, I hesitate to say speedrun, but it's going to get into fast territory. I'll take a second orbital. I don't mind. We really need a deal. Oh, we get a choice, actually. There's options, I just realized. We'll take a Tears upgrade. We've already got Sack Dagger. -2? That's a slap in the face. That's like paying $3.50 for extra guacamole on your burrito, and they come out with like a thimbleful. And they go, well, the avocados are organic. Look. Do I look like I work in the produce supply business? That's not $3.50 worth of guac. That's all I'm saying. Not that, this is based on a true story or something like that. The world. I gotta stop running into enemies. My exact prophecy is coming true right now. There we go. Okay, just be smart. You got golden bombs. You know what we should do? First off, channel Tom Cruise. Not the part of him that's a Scientologist jumping on couches, etc., etc. But the part of him that whenever he faces a hardship, he just goes... We need to become that part of Tom Cruise, briefly. Because you know what? It's easy going. Here's a little song I wrote. Might want to sing it note by note. Don't worry. Be happy. In every life, you have some trouble. If you worry, you're just gonna make it double. We got many opportunities. Wow, that's the most bad manners I've ever seen. We got many opportunities to pull this one together. First off, it hasn't even come apart yet. Secondly, secret room, which just gave us invincibility and a luck upgrade. Much better than the world, I think. Don't forget about the fact that we got boss fight. Wait, why do I think the boss fight's gonna be valuable? That's a great question. Disregard. We blew up our vanity, and as a result, we picked up some pills, which turned out to not really be that useful, but... I hate these ghosts, man. The only way I'd hate these ghosts more is if they were in a movie with Tony Shalhoub, Shannon Elizabeth, and Matthew Lillard. That's right, if they were one of the 13 ghosts from the movie thusly named. You might look at that play and say, NL, why are you getting so risky with it? I don't think it's risky to use Sack Dagger before he enters, like, the second phase. You get a phase for free. You play the guitar on the MTV. And if that ain't working, here's the way you do it. You navigate with WASD. If that ain't working, that's the way you do it. Pick up the controller for your PS3. You gotta get that Jacob's ladder. Wow, this is just a bunch of trash. Hopefully the pills end up being decent. And I guess with like Mongo Baby, I don't want to insult it, but it can do some good work. I would much rather get a red heart here. I'm not too worried about who we kill first or last, for that matter. But if given the choice, I would rather have the chance to get HP, and we've made that come true, but just barely. I think we could use the red heart, and I'm going to take it. Sure, it ruins permanent polar invincibility. I think that is extremely inconsequential in the whole scheme of things here. And we really only have to do 1 in every 3 rooms here. And in fact, we don't even have to worry about having a charge for the chariot available for our final boss fight, because we'll just pop the chariot. It has ended up being a fast run, but again, it's fast by necessity. It's not fast because, you know, we want to experience the thrill of speed. It's fast because, please, my wife is pregnant. Yeah, I can't get a ticket right now. We got to get to the hospital. You know, the officer's waving us through down Highway 1. Now we actually have a functional amount of HP, which is a first. I deserved to get hit twice there. I got very lucky to only get hit once. Room's not over, but I should have been hit twice already. Not that big of a deal. We weren't leaning on our luck stat too hard. 9 lives? We could take it. It would be beneficial. Yum heart. Surprisingly useful. Even if it does compromise our ability to use the scapular for the time being. We're stringing something together here. He's putting it back asswards like a cheap IKEA shelf, so now I'm taking it apart and putting it back together myself. That's right, I remember the lyrics. The tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got outy bed at all. We're getting pretty lucky on this floor, to be honest. It's allowing us to play the game that I prefer to play, which is really the principal strength right now. And that and the objective amounts of HP. Okay, well, sure. That's me being stupid. What makes you larger? We're getting close. That's like our second one makes you larger. I think we're getting close to getting some functionality. Dude, we're gonna be so stacked. Okay, they gave us spirit hearts, so like my point does not stand any longer, but we've gained more HP on this final floor than we gained through like the entirety of the game prior to that point. I am starting to get a little testy, though. To whom much is given, much is tested. I would just like to... I mean, first off, I smell those delicious curlies cooking in the oven, and you know that I'm going Hurley for curlies right now. If we hold full health, we can't lose, but if we hold Chariot, we also probably cannot lose. So, I think either way, we're feeling relatively great about our present situation. I can't believe we've hit every dead end. We're going to extend our streak, and also our streak of not unlocking the lost like some kind of ding-dong. My passive strategy continues to not work out. Who would have thought? Taking absolutely no action whatsoever would lead to not changing our position. Feels like I'm walking on sunshine. I like it. Friends till the end. I love it. Should have killed him last to get the spirit heart, but by the time I popped Feels Like I'm Walking on Sunshine, it was a little late to start being particular. This is probably the most gluttonies I've ever fought, and they continue to just work out amazingly for me, so thank you. Retro Vision. Room is just straight up empty. That's my favorite of all the Isaac rooms. Free progress. Free parking. Go back, grab the battery. I got a sneaking suspicion we're probably coming close to the end here. And you know what? We're also close to the end of me enjoying Hemolacria. I think I'm ready to say, you know what, Nighty-Night Hemolacria. You're a cool item. Please don't show up on the next run. I like you. I genuinely do. But we're good. I've seen enough. I've had enough auditions. I want a normal run now. It's been like half a week of Hemolacria. For now, though, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.